Hello, good morning. Good morning. Sorry, I was I was just checking something else then. Good morning. Oh, I've got 5 on. Good morning. And yes, happy new year to you. Happy new year. I was just looking at the new kits that are out, 2 of which not available in the UK. Well, not available here yet. So, and one of them is brilliant that my kids would like, and I could sell a few at my studio, which is a children's one. But anyway, we've got a lovely new butterfly one. Right, I will have a look at those in a bit. I've just been so busy this morning with things. I've not had time to look at everything. So good morning, Anne, Sue and Anne. Welcome. I don't know about you, but it's freezing here. I've got my new favorite jumper on. I've got 2 of these, and they are really fluffy and furry and nice. And yeah, I got one a couple of weeks ago, and then I've got another one. I got them on the TikTok shop actually, and the cheapest chips, but they're so furry and fluffy. They do make you look really well. I am on a bit of a healthy thing, but you know, they do make you look a bit chunky because they're chunky fit. But yeah, I'm loving it. It's snow. You've got snow. Hi, Carol. Yep, we had some snow overnight, the night before last. Craig has just gone out on his bike. Cycling. He's just gone out cycling. Because he's now training for the transplant games. He set himself a goal. He wants to get. He won a medal last year, and he wants to go better. So we're on a bit of a healthy eating plan, and he's gone out cycling, and it's freezing, and he's gone out on his bike. Bless him. Bless him. He's got wrapped up. I know he must be mad, but he's determined. So I watched him because our house is really high up, and from my craft room, it's the back of the house. You can see down the end of the full estate onto the main road, and I watched him go down the hill, and I went, "Don't go down fast because it might be icy." But he's gone along the canal, which is quite it's off the roads, but it's quite sheltered along the canal. There's lots of woods and forests and trees, and it's not as exposed, and it probably will be quite quiet because people won't be mad enough to go out. So hey Debbie, hi Sandra. So we've got 11 on this morning. So it's the first Tuesday of the month, which means it's new catalogue day. Yeah, it's like a gravel path, so it's quite good. It's new catalogue day. Thank you, Anne H, for placing an order already. And we've got a new product of the month, which I don't have because demos can only get it today. But it's a lovely stamp set, and I will share pictures of it in my group. I've got loads of stuff to do, admin-wise. And I've got a newsletter to send out as well. So watch out for that. So we do have a new product of the month, which is a lovely greeting stamp set. So you, when you spend £70, you can have that for £5. But I'm going to send anybody who orders, any of my customers, a Stampin' reward voucher for £5, so that it means it's free for you, really. So, Anne, I do have that to do, and for you. And I'm going to write a little note on that. Send Anne voucher. Also this month we have bonus days. So when you spend £45, you get £4.50 bonus day coupon to spend in February, plus your regular Stampin' rewards. So you can get So Anne's basically got a free stamp set today because I'm sending a voucher, and she's got a bonus day coupon to spend next month. So plus the normal 10% stamping rewards that builds in your pot. So it's quite good. Yeah, I'm staying in. I'm not going anywhere today. Tuesday is my day in. I'm not going anywhere. So yes, I will remind people, and I will remind on my newsletter about that. So yeah, Tuesday's my stay-in day, and yeah, I've got loads of admin to do for Stampin' Up. So let's crack on. I've got some stuff to share with you. Oh hey, from Queensland. We've got 15 on today. Fabulous. Right, I'm going to turn my camera. Hopefully you can hear me. Okie doke. Oh, look, this is what I'm living on at the minute. So I've got hand cream because my hands are so, well, one particular finger's so chapped. I've got hand cream from Sri Lanka that my son's brought me back in a little set. I'm hand creaming up regularly. I've got 2 different lip balms which I'm applying all the time because it's that season. My lips, I get such chapped lips, it's terrible. And now I'm getting hands, so I'm on with the hand cream all the time. Okie doke. So just want to share some cards I've made with the goodies for the next coffee and card. Now, I did clean my craft room last week and it's looking super. I've kept it tidy. So the next coffee and card is a 6-week course. It starts on the 3rd of February and we're going to be using the pop-up petals stamps and dies. Now these 2 strange looking dies create the pop-up inside a card without you having to do all the scoring and cutting and not cutting and missing and folding and or using a craft knife. They're really, really good. Then the rest of the dies cut out the flowers, butterfly, etc. And then you've got a little die here. I'll show you what that one is for. So that starts on the 3rd of February. I'm also going to include 1/4 of a pack of these papers that are actually on the last chance list. I never did anything with them. And I thought they're lovely colours to inspire me for the coffee and card class. So I thought we could do a vase with some of these cut out, sticking out as an alternative card as well. So you will get 1/4 of a pack of those. They are on the last chance list, but I've ordered enough for 8 people at the minute. So I've got mine, but I've ordered 2 packs. So if I get 8 people signing up to coffee and card, I'll be absolutely thrilled. I've got no one at the minute, apart from lovely Debbie, who's just sort of buying the kits and the papers because she's already got the bundle because she's a demonstrator. So if you just want the kits, if you've already got the bundle, there is a price for that. So I'll show you. I've made 3 cards so far. One of them's not quite finished. So let me put my camera down. I remember early on today. So one of the stamps, you know me, I love spotty and I love a spotty background. One of the stamps, this one, this is to colour in the centres of the flowers. So you've got these stamps to fill in your flowers. Yeah. And I thought, oh, that'll be great. The closing date, if you work backwards, 2 weeks from 3rd of Feb will be the closing date. So if you want to, I can have a look actually on my calendar now. Oops. So it looks like it'll be the 20th of January, which is 2 weeks today. So I used that stamp to create a spotty background. Yeah. This is retired ribbon, but I've worked out I've got enough. I have sneaked in a different stamp. Oh, I've glitched there. I have sneaked in a different stamp from a different stamp set, the one I shared with you last week. But that's a cool card. Now, this colour is actually Daffodil Delight. It looks more crushed curry, but my ink pad's quite dark. Colours I'm using this time are Misty Moonlight, Old Olive, Daffodil Delight, and Fresh Freesia. So that's that one. And then this one I cased from a lady called Sunny Day Stampin', and it's a cute, it's flat, that's flat, but inside it's just a bit different. It's got this little mini card with a pop-up. So these little things that go over the edges of the pop-up box are that funny shaped die that I was saying I'd show you. So this was all done with the die, the little pop-up. So it's dead easy. And I thought that was a cute little card. And yeah, so give a shout out to that lady, Sunny Day Stampin'. So this will probably maybe be week 6. Oh, yeah, 6 weeks. Probably be week 6 card. And then I've done another card, which I've not quite finished off. Didn't quite get my measurements right. Hey, Helen, thanks for your comment. And thanks for watching. If you do want to join us on YouTube, and I can see you're on Facebook, there's a little bit more chitter chatter on the live chat on YouTube. Not compulsory whatsoever, but it's still the Paper Haven up there. If you want to find me over there, that would be great. So this one looks a little bit boring on the front. What I need to do is, I've got a flower already, or I might change it. Just I need to put a die cut and some kind of design on the front, maybe a strip of paper. But inside, we've got... Now, if you'd have shown me this card before these dies, I would have been like, nah, not attempting that. Life's too short to attempt that, to have to cut all these individually. But it was so easy to do. I just put the die in the middle one first with some washi tape, rolled it through, moved it along, got it in the middle of there, rolled it through. The hardest part was folding it. And that was literally the hardest part, okay? So I hope you agree. That's a lovely card. Done that all by my own. Oh, thank you, Ali. So this might end up being week 6 card, actually, because this is probably going to take the longest. But yeah, I'd love to receive that card. So I still need to do the front. So they're the cards I've got. I hope they might tempt you to sign up. But yeah, I thought it was something a little bit different, and I don't know about you, but I get a little bit fed up of all the Christmas colours, and I get a little bit fed up of winter, so I wanted something sort of bright and spring-like in colour. Oh, hey Helen, welcome. If you want to subscribe to my channel, then I do this every Tuesday. So yeah, I just wanted some nice spring colours and summery. Yeah. But the good news is, you know, the light nights are coming. I can tell about 4 o'clock it's still light now. 4:15, it's still light, and that's great. The lighter nights are on the way. We've nearly done the first week in January. One more day and we've done. So, a little punch I want to highlight. Did I share this with you last week? I think I did, actually. Just, I want to point this out because it's an online exclusive, and it's brilliant. If you used to have the word window punch, or if you ever saw that and it retired and you couldn't get it, this 3 banner punch on the online store is amazing. So this is the card we're going to do, and I did case this. Oh, and I've not got my papers out. I knew I'd forget something. Hang on a minute. Told myself to get them out, and then I went and ignored myself. Sit back down, and I was all nice and tucked in under my desk as well. There, I'm back in. Okay, so if you're crafting along and if you've got the kit, you should have a garden green card base and then a piece of basic white, and then you've got a little strip of card for your greeting. Okay, everybody's is probably different. I just popped some scraps in. Some might be completely too big for what you need, but I just popped scraps in. It's quite handy because we always end up with these little strips, don't we? So if you're crafting along and you don't have the kit, then I work in metric for cards because we use A4 and that's metric. So this is a standard card, measures 10.5 by 14.8 and a bit. So my white piece is 10 centimetres by 14.3 and a half. Okay, or you might be fine cutting it 14.4. And then, as I said, that's just a snip, a little bit of scrap. Okay, and I've just used one ink pad, not much stamping again today, and that's pecan pie. So when you get these papers, you get that lovely two sheets. Gosh, I'm getting all the wrong words today. 2 sheets of die cuts, which I've used for 2 of the plants or shelves, the 3 little shelves. And I've got all my die cuts in here, which lovely Anne H sent me these, and they're so useful. I think the little CD things. So you may want to look through and see if you've got, pop out your little shelves. Now, obviously, I've used mine already. So although I did have 2 packs of the papers that I've merged into one, so I found that one. So I'll just maybe use that one. So that one is one. And then, you know what? I made this card a few weeks ago, and I'm menopausal. I think the brain fog is a real thing. And I've forgotten, that one's obviously definitely a die cut. That one's cut out from papers. And I do think that one is as well. It is. So don't be looking for any more shelves because they're all on this piece of paper here. Now, when I saw this piece of paper, I thought, oh, who am I going to make a card, you know, for with that one? And I think it's easier to like break it down. So to cut out the sofa and to just cut bits out and break it down. My mum loves plants and gardening and whatnot. So I might do today's card, and I might stamp mum under there, and that would suit my mum. So I have used the die cut, and then I've used the one with a little like mirror behind it. That's that one there. And then I've used that one above it. Yeah. So, oh, hang on, I haven't. There's one with a plant hanging off it. Have I cut that off? Did I ignore that? Yeah, I did. I just cut that one off, that little macrame plant pot. I didn't even spot that. Oh well. The only thing I would suggest is if you want to make them all look the same, when you cut them out, you may want to make sure there's a bit of white space around what you cut out. And likewise, you may also, and I don't know if you can see, if I compare them, you might want to trim some of the white space on the die cut because there is quite a lot around them. So this is a dead easy card today. We're just fussy cutting. I'm on every Tuesday, Helen. At 10:30. I've moved back to 10:30 now. So I'm going to cut this macrame plant off because it's dangling a bit too much. Is anyone watching The Traitors? Me and Craig, we love it. We've always watched every series. And then, so I've just cut those out, and I'm just going to trim this one down a little bit. This is the actual die cut. All done. Okay. And the paper behind it is the garden green. And I need to find what's on the other side to help you find it. Oh, it's the one with the baking items. Oh, found a bit. It's not big enough. I think I need to break into a piece. So, but that's fine. It's only paper. So it is 5 centimeters wide, and then it's 14.3 and a half tall. I do like this check because it's like it's been hand drawn, and I quite like it that it's not perfect and it looks like it's been drawn with like some sort of felt tips. Okay. Just grab a little bit of glue. Oh, Anne loves The Traitors and H is not a fan. Ali watches it.
So I'm just going to pop this on, not right, just leave a little gap, less than a centimetre, but maybe a bit more than half a centimetre. I don't know why, I just like a little bit of white there, like that. Okay, and you can pop that down on your card. It's a quick one this week. Hi Janet, no problem. Oh, I fancy that Night Manager. Is it good? Okay, so I'm going to grab my stamp set. I am using the Simply Said. I've started selling some cards in my little shop at my studio. So now I think when I design things in the future, I might always be thinking what I might be able to sell in my shop. So I think this would be a nice one. Oh, that's hanging off. Just going to have a practice on. The great thing about sending your kits in these little bags, we can always have a little practice on them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp it quite close up there. And get my mini trimmer out. And you know, when your room's tidy and you know where everything is, oh, it's so much easier, isn't it? Just going to trim this off. I tested this one out in the punch that I shared with you, but it didn't quite fit because I thought that would have been good. So just going to position these on, and we need some foam pads. And then the happy birthday is just going to sort of slot in there. Do you know, I think I might need to trim it a little bit more. Oh my goodness, Janet, that took forever. I'm so sorry. You know, I'm not happy with that. It's slanted. Should we use the emergency side? Look, it's my first coffee and card of 2026, so I'm a bit rusty. No, I'm not. That's better. So what I would do is I'd pop that in first and then decide how your other bits are going to fit in. And then you just need a few of our friends, the foam pads, dimensionals, I send quite a few parcels now to your area, what with Debbie, and I've got another couple of ladies, and you have to fill in all the extra stuff now. So I put it's a gift. Is that all right when I do that? I've never checked with you. So I tend to put all the shelves on first, and then I'll slot that greeting in, and that's going to have, oh hang on, that's the right one. This is going to have dimensionals on too. And I'm just going to, got a little mark there, I might have to put a gem or something. I think I'll have to put a gem on there. There we go. Nice simple card. There we go. And more or less identical. Week 2 done. Week 2 done. Okay, so next week is a bit of a Julie special. It's one that I bring out every so often. It works with most papers. It's not as Julie special as my patchwork one, but again, I'm doing this for a cross stitcher or sewer. And I might do a happy birthday, because if I, oh, that's next week. I'm going to say I've got a cross stitch day. I might do quite well with cross stitch cards in my shop, because I do a cross stitch day once a month, and it's this Saturday, so people come and sit and stitch all day, which is a nice day, and it also means I don't have to teach. I can do my stitching, or I can get some other jobs done. I've got 2 kids' birthday parties on Sunday, so I've got a lot of jobs to get done. So that's next week's, and I'll leave you with these. If you missed them at the beginning, this is the next coffee and card. Starts on the 3rd of Feb, and there are 3 of the cards we're going to be doing. It's a 6-weeker, that next one. And yeah, so happy mini catalogue day. And if you're on my newsletter list, look out for a newsletter later on today. And probably I'll be oversharing on the socials and everything. But yeah, it's 11:05. I'm going to hope that Craig is back soon. We'll welcome him back with a cup of tea. I think he'll be freezing. He's gone out cycling on a freezing day, but he's started training for the transplant games, so in the summer. So yeah, he's sticking to his plan, and I will see you next week. Thank you for tuning in. If you've got any questions, just drop me a message, and if you're watching on replay, please leave me a comment, and I will try and reply to you. Thank you. See you soon, and stay warm. Bye.